sumugod, the bump and the finish. Jumper is good. Lamar, basket and one. That's 6 points back. Ulaan knocks down the 3. Steal, Yambing, look out. William Bing throws it down. Laddie sees a gap and throws it down. Early down, Mike Bennett with the hammer. Fidel for 3.
Fresh off their biggest win of the season, the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics looks to protect their home floor and continue its strong campaign with another statement performance. We are live from the Batangas City Coliseum, but they will have to fend off an upstart Meycauayan Marilao Gems, and the return of MJ De La Varren should be interesting going up against one of the rising stars in the league in Rinwil Yambing. Yan po yung magkalaban sa ating main game. Meycauayan Marilao takes on the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. Ken Pangilinan kasama si Coach Mike Perez and Coach Mike, no? Quickly, these two teams, maganda yung kanilang matchup, maganda yung kanilang record, but we focus our attention on two guys na throughout the couple of years, nakita natin yung kanilang magandang performances. AJ Miranda for Meycauayan Marilao and Ino Comboy for Batangas City.
Yeah, pretty much on scoring. Dalawa itong player na to na tinitingnan ng bawat team. Of course, when you talk of usage rate, how involved they are on the offensive end, mas highly involved itong si AJ Miranda because he's the primary offensive guy. But when you swing over to Ino Comboy, he's really more of a role player, spot-up shooter. But the thing is, kaya magkaiba yung difference nung shooting percentage nila. It matters where they take their shots. Of course, AJ Miranda loves to take shots around the perimeter, even the paint. That's why he gets more free throw attempts as well. Samantala si Ino Comboy, his shots have really been more on the outside. And so that, I think, is where the difference between those two are, how they are being used. But definitely, when it boils down to scoring, you're gonna turn to these two guys.
Those two guys are standing by with Lyra.
Thank you, Ken. I'm with these two talented guards from the North and the South. Dito muna tayo kay AJ Miranda of the Meycauayan Marilao Gems. AJ, you've been putting up great numbers this season against a deep Batangas squad. Ano ang magiging susi para mabigyan nyo ng chance ang inyong kopanan para magka-comeback win?
Siguro kailangan namin mas patibayin pa yung depensa namin. Lalo sila rin defensive team din sila. So kailangan namin tapatan yun. And yung dapat mag-stay composed kami sa endgame. Yun.
Maraming salamat, AJ Miranda of the Meycauayan Marilao Gems. And now, kasama natin si Ino Comboy of the Batangas Tanduay Athletics. Ino, magkakaharap kayo ngayon ni AJ Miranda na isa rin sa mga standout guards dito sa liga base sa mga numero niya. As another veteran guard, paano mo a-approach ang ganitong matchup laban sa kanya na may kumpiyansa rin sa laro?
Si AJ, sobrang galing na player. So, individually, di namin kakayanin. So, as a team, kailangan namin siyang depensahan kasi alam naman natin na 3-way scorer siya. 3 points, perimeter, tsaka umatake din sa rim. So, kailangan lang namin siya malimit.
At anong mensahe mo para sa bawat Batanggenyo na andito ngayon na patuloy na sumusubaybay at sumusuporta para sa inyong kopanan?
Una-una, maraming salamat sa pagsuporta sa MPBL and sa mga Batanggenyo. And salamat sa pagpunta nyo dito. Para sa itong game na to, sana mag-enjoy po tayong lahat.
Maraming salamat, Ino Comboy of the Batangas Tanduay Athletics. Let's now turn you over to Richard Campos for the starters.
And here we go, mga kaliga, with our main game here inside the Batangas City Sports Coliseum. It's the Meycauayan Marilao Gems versus your Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. Live on Solar Sports, Tap Sports, and on YouTube channel. This is the 2026 MANNY PACQUIAO'S MPBL Season 8. Let's meet the starters first for Meycauayan Marilao Gems. Starting at guard number 24, Jimboy Pasturan. Also at guard number 9, Sean Argente. At center number 25, Miles Cañal. Forward number 14, Jason Apolonio. Power forward number 15, Flex Aprecu. The head coach for Meycauayan Marilao Gems is Jonathan Banal. Assistant coaches Dexter Rosales, Isaiah Banal, Nate Santos, Kian Karatay, and Francis Amores. Team manager Kaiser Galvez. The team owners are Aya Saicon and Marilao Bulacan Honorable Mayor Attorney Jem C. And now, mga kaliga, get on your feet because it's time to meet the starting unit for your MPBL inaugural season champions, Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. Starting at guard, number 11, Mark Olayon. Also at guard, number 1, Craniel Villoria. At center, number 43, Jexter Apinan. Forward, number 29, John Nermal. Power forward, number 53, Seth Ablaza. The head coach for Batangas City is Cholo Villanueva. Assistant coaches, J.R. Aquino, Warren Kapitan John Arenas, and Jimwell Gikan. Assistant team manager Gilbert Alea. LGA partners, Mayor Marvin Marino and Congresswoman Beverly Dimacua. Team manager Jean Alabanza. The team owners are Kyle Tan and Lucio Tan III.
Starting 5 is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Meycauayan as the backcourt of Jimboy Pastoran, Sean Argente up front, Miles Canyal, Jason Apolonio, and Felix Aprecu. Para naman sa Batangas City Tanduay Athletics, Mark Olayon, Craniel Villoria, Jexter Apinan, John Nermal, and Zed Ablaza. Our game officials are Alan Manzano, Jerry Gabriel, and Efren Aganan. Fourth referee is Eric Robles. And you notice for Batangas City, they insert Mark Olayon into the starting lineup, Coach Mike.
Yeah, pretty much a switchable 5 for Batangas. No, this is something that they've really built from the preseason all the way to the regular season, which I don't think these guys have peaked yet. Samantalang ito namang starting 5 for Marilao, interesting mix of a guard, pretty strong front lines, and a scoring Sean Argente.
John Nermal, he's a guy that always comes out firing in the first quarter. Probably one of the best scorers in terms of sa first quarter pa lang, Coach Mike.
Oh, walang question, because gusto niya ma-establish kaagad yung sarili niya, catch him in a good rhythm. But much as we've talked about Batangas being a highly defensive team, let's not forget Marilao is a very good offensive team. They move that ball a lot, and so a lot of movements for the defensive guys. We'll see how this game goes, and this promises to be a very exciting match between these two.
Pasturan drives. Canyal, baseline jumper. That will roll in.
There you go. So itong Batangas, we know that they too can execute very well offensively. It matters now how they are going to be defended by Marilao.
Jexter Apinan, laban kay Felix Aprecu. Villoria facing off against Sean Argente. Dumps it down low. A foul against Meycauayan Marilao.
And you see yung timing ng pag-curl under ni Jexter Apinan on that spin of Craniel Villoria. Somehow, nakikita mo yung chemistry, understanding titira na to si Jexter.
Villoria, catch and shoot. No good. John Nermal, the offensive rebound. One-hander, no good. Turnaround jumper, wala pa din. Galing kay Seth Ablaza. And finally, the rebound cleared by Jason Apolonio. Olayon and Canyal collide. Felix Aprecu took advantage of the chaos. And lamang ang Meycauayan 4-2.
Very early here. Nararamdaman mo kagad na this is going to be a highly defensive game.
Meycauayan is top 10 in terms of allowing points. So they are not too bad in terms of that department. Steal by Batangas City. Olayon, pass to Sed. Jexter attacks. And draws a foul on Felix Apreco. Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Very quickly touch passing like what we said, no? Mabilis sa first touch decision itong Marilao. If they are gonna continue with that mode of style of play, this surely is gonna put a lot of pressure on the defensive switches para dito sa Batangas.
First free throw good for Jexter Pinan. So parang may iniinda siya ngayon, no?
Dahil dun sa tama
Yeah,
kanina.
he wants to get subbed out. Kasama din ba siya doon sa tinamaan? Ang nagkatamaan si Olayon saka si Miles Canyal.
Yeah, but before kanina, remember that curl under
Yeah.
na sumam shot si ano,
Oo nga.
nagkabungguan rin sila ni Miles Canyal noon, and he wasn't moving very much. So quickly he asked for a sub.
Probably hear an update from Lyra later on the status of Jexter Pinan. But Jason Apolonio, he's been lights out from beyond the arc this season. Knocks down his first.
Jason Apolonio is also building himself to be one of the primary three-point shooters, shooting roughly about a high 40%.
48.8% to be exact.
That is right.
Step back jumper, Nermal forcing it up, puts it in. Long two-point shot from Jan Nermal.
Like what you said, John Nermal is always going to be very active to start the game, trying to build a good rhythm for himself. Look at how quickly itong Marilao or Meycauayan players are making that decision on the catch. And somehow you feel na yung mga players always going on a stampede every time they have that ball in their hands. And when we speak of stampede, that's a quick decision to go downhill with the ball.
Arente, three-point shot, doesn't work. Jan Nermal with a running start. Ablaza had to adjust, but makes the shot. Labang ng Batangas City, 8-7.
Now that is what you have to contend with if you're going up against Batangas. You miss or you turn the ball over, they're gonna make you pay.
Pasturan gives it up to Miles Canyal. Apolonio, 9 on their shot clock. One-on-one against Jan Nermal. Step back jumper, Apolonio off the mark. Tatakbo na naman ng Batangas City. Something that they have grown accustomed to with this new lineup. Send Ablaza drills in the three.
Well, they've always gone to that pass ahead situation of a ball screen. If they don't see any advantage on that quick ball screen, they're gonna throw that slot to slot, and that other guy's gonna make that right decision in that instance, set for that three.
7-11 ang ating talaan. Pasturan trying to break down Ablaza's defense. Jimboy spots up. No good. Ochea the rebound. Olayon. To the post they go. Ablaza.
Oh my
Nice
goodness.
cut. But Ochea left that layup short. Viloria cracks it up. Wala din. Ochea malakas. Another offensive rebound by Batangas City. Viloria, the runner, no good. Another rebound, and the putback is good from Don Ochea. The #1 offensive rebounding team going to work, Coach Mike.
And if you're not manning that offensive glass, you are gonna have a tough time against Batangas. They crash the board each and every time, and they will make the most out of it.
We have a timeout. 13-7, Meycauayan down by 6. Don't miss the newest Turkish drama to hit Philippine screens, Twist of Fate. weeknights at 8 on Solar Flix, which is seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DDT Channel 21 in Metro Manila. And Meycauayan Marilao got teed up during the timeout for improper bench decorum. You were saying, Coach Mike?
I was gonna say, what was the rating that I gave you earlier when you did that?
Okay. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin pala tayo dyan.
That was 7.8, right?
Wait a minute.
On there now, they get a tech.
Isa pa.
For entering the court.
So Coach Tantan got teed up for entering the court. So 2 free throws coming up. 2 technical free throws for Batangas City.
Now, I would like to think Coach Tantan Banal is really just trying to fire up his team. Lalo na amidst that flurry of offensive rebounds by Batangas in one go. First, they had that run. They had good touches. They had, good balance shot, only to miss them. But they just keep crashing the boards.
So Ablaza. So bola na ng Meycauayan. Yeah, kasi nga off the timeout of Meycauayan yun eh. So couple of technical free throws. 15-7. AJ Miranda is now in. They're down by 8. Normal caught reaching in.
Yeah. This is where I'm very curious to find out how are they gonna, well, one, how is Meycauayan gonna use AJ Miranda, because if he gets on a multiple dribble, that definitely is gonna favor the defense. Now, defensively, how are they gonna cover AJ Miranda naman sa Batangas? Single coverage, will there be help? We're gonna find out.
Ang pantay niya ngayon, si Craniel Viloria. Nakawala si Sean Argente. Loves that spot. He hits the free.
That's why that's a dangerous duo in AJ Miranda and Sean Argente. Both guys complement each other. Both guys very good in scoring. AJ Miranda definitely perimeter side, but three-point shooting, no question. Sean Argente is gonna, make those shots.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers.
And the thing about Batangas, Ken, is that they will allow you to take those three-point shots. And so, if you're missing them, it favors them. But if you're making them, doon na nagkakaroon ng adjustments ang Batangas.
De La Vergen nasa loob na para sa Meycauayan Marilao. AJ Miranda drills in that shot from rainbow distance. And they apply pressure. Talking about Meycauayan, back-to-back triples. They pull to within 2.
Oh, man.
Ablaza with back-to-back turnovers. So nice response from Meycauayan Marilao.
That is right. And you know what? You see this pass over to AJ Miranda. Little jab step, defense not doing anything, like what we said. That's a shot that they will allow you to take, itong Batangas. You get that from there, you try to hit it. Because if you miss, that's going to be a long rebound and we're going to run on you. And as I look, Ken, at the 2 losses of Batangas, specifically Abra and Cebu, those guys shot the ball well from 3. 36% for Abra and 35% for Cebu. And so that's 11 3-point makes and 10 3-point makes respectively for both Abra and Cebu. So that might be a focus for Coach Tantan here for his team.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan a QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Normal, open look from the corner. And again, proving to us why he is one of the most lethal first quarter scorers in the league. Doing his work early, Coach Mike.
Yeah, 3 of 4 from the field. So far, hot shooting for John Normal.
7 points already. De La Vergen to answer right back.
So far, this ploy is working. If this is the plan of Coach Tantan Banal to give space to shooters outside for 3, play the percentages, it's working so far.
Ablaza sumubok sa 3, wala. Miranda nakuha yung rebound. Bagsak si Argente. Picked up by Viloria. Siya din yung matatawagan ng foul.
And so far, these three-pointer makes of Meycauayan is really gonna give adjustments defensively for the Athletics.
Ino Comboy nasa loob na para sa Meycauayan. Oh, sorry, for Batangas City. Nasa loob para sa Meycauayan is Robbie Naive. Abdul Sawat also in the fray for the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. Jeric Serrano loves that off-handed semi-hook.
This is, as I look at the first quarter of that game against the Quezon by Batangas, Marilao is actually getting quality shots. The shots that they're taking have good space and have good balance.
Comboy leaning in off the glass. Back to a 2-point lead for Batangas City, 2018.
That's good understanding of matchup situations by Ino Comboy against MJ de la Virgen.
Manny Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. Miranda got to the cup but just could not finish. Nermal, wraparound pass. Almost threw it away. They reset their offense. Comboy, popostehan si MJ. Nermal, double team comes. 6 on the shot clock. Abdul Sawat. Inside, Mark Cruz will lay it in. Nice assist from Abdul Sawat.
And then there was never an instance, in my opinion, I don't know if you'd agree with me, that the players got rattled from Batangas. Everybody knew what was going to be that next layer to that offense.
22-18, 4-point lead. Miranda dumps it down low. Serrano kicks it out. Robbie Naive
That's a
for
foul.
free. Fouled by Abdul Sawat with that poor closeout. Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
This was that beautiful pass. Skip over to Mark Cruz from Abdul Sawat.
So free throws coming up for Robbie Naive.
And I was going to say, Ken, I don't think Coach Cholo liked that foul at all by Abdul Sawat.
Unang free throw, pasok para kay Robbie Naive. Naglaro para sa Rizal last season. At times, even though he came off the bench, close out during the pagdikit yung laban. No? Siya yung kasama sa loob ng closing group ni Coach Ralph Rivera. Rather.
Tsaka solid na na defender din si Robbie Naive. He's got a lot of heft as a guard, but balanced with speed as well.
22-21. Importante. Pasa kay Mark Cruz. Comboy lines it up. Malakas yung kanyang tres. William Bing nakuha yung offensive rebound. Importante. Pasa kay Abdul Sawat. Pantay niya si MJ de la Virgen. Drives. No whistle. Vince Tolentino stood his ground. Naive drives to the baseline. Kick out pass. Miranda. Corner pocket free. Straight but long. The reload from MJ. Second triple of the ball game for de la Virgen.
No problem for MJ de la Virgen. The many times that he's played here, I'm sure kabisado niya na lahat ng kanto ng sahig dito sa Batangas. 2-3 pointers already in this game for MJ.
Yambing, step back, 3-point shot. Doesn't get the bounce. Serrano, and Importante jockeying for position. And Importante will be the one called for a foul. They are in penalty, so free throws coming up for Jeric Serrano.
No pun intended, pero importante rin para dito sa Marilao na magkaroon na that little of edge of playing the physical style of Batangas, and I feel Serrano has responded to that style of play of Batangas.
And this despite Meycauayan being out-rebounded by 8. They're shooting the ball really well, 5 out of 11 from 3. Dishing that ball nicely with 8 assists. And the bench really provided them a lift.
Yeah.
Pero mintes parehong free throw ni Jeric Serrano. So they come away empty after that foul. Last shot time for Batangas City. Hard show by Tolentino. The slide. The jump shot, no. Yambing tried to jam it. Homeboy. That will not count even if that had gone in. A pretty much back and forth in the first quarter. Batangas City threw out the first punches, but credit Meycauayan for coming back, Coach Mike.
Yeah, getting 4 or 5 more attempts itong Batangas over Meycauayan, but the shooting has been excellent for Meycauayan, shooting 53%. Rebounds pretty much advantage over to Batangas only because they crashed the offensive board. But you're liking this back and forth between these two teams. A lot of help coming off the bench for Meycauayan. 14 versus 6. Pretty interesting match we have.
MJ Televergen with a couple of threes, 6 points off the bench. At labang ang Meycauayan over Batangas at the end of quarter number 1.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Happy to have you with us on a Thursday night. Batangas City, their biggest win of the season against Quezon, 65-62, Coach Mike.
Well, those numbers really tell you a lot about that game being a defensive game. You know, the free throws, total of 32 altogether. It's really much favors for Batangas.
Let's go courtside to Lyra Punsalan.
Coach Cholo Villanueva believes Batangas is finally finding its balance after a hard-fought win against Quezon. The message now is to keep the wins coming. Aminado ang coaching staff na may psychological advantage na rin sila heading into a possible playoff rematch against them. Mas malaking difference this season, the willingness to play both ends of the floor. Hindi na lang depensa o opensa, mas kumpleto na daw ang approach ng Batangas. With the right mix of youth, veterans, and resilience, Batangas believes they're picking at the right time as they wait for CJ Isit to fully recover after his metacarpal fracture operation in his hand, hopefully back in time for the playoffs. And injury update for Jexter Apinan, nothing serious daw according to the medic, konting left finger sprain lang. They're putting eyes on it pero makakabalik at babalik pa sa laro. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. And nakikita natin, ang Batangas City, each and every game, that maturity, that chemistry is si CJ Isit, probably 4 to 6 weeks. Usually, yan ang timetable pag may fracture ka sa kamay. But, blessing in disguise because they have also unlocked Abdul Sawat playing at that point forward spot, Coach Mike.
Yes, agree. Yung ibang players na nag-step up in the absence of CJ Isit, and for him to come back and to be joining his brothers here in Batangas, I'm sure he is pretty excited. Ganun din ang pakiramdam nito mga kanyang mga kaibigan.
Running start for AJ Miranda. Can't finish through traffic. He swings it to Televergen. Tolentino slips the screen. MJ against King. Cut inside Miranda. Great backdoor cut for the reverse.
It's just beautiful basketball between these two teams, offense and defense. The timing to that baseline curl under and that finish, napakaganda.
Abdul Sawat at the corner. Steps back, jumper over Naive, and he hits it.
Very important for Batangas to be hitting those shots. They have so far averaged roughly about 40-something% from there.
Naive on the right side, sends it to Jeric Serrano. 10 on the shot clock para sa Meycauayan Marilao. Miranda and Yambing. Stepping through, De La Virgen, strong on the jumper. Rebound, Sawat. Abdul. Swings it to Comboy, catch and shoot 3. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. And it's a foul against Meycauayan Marilao.
Well, out position pagdating sa pwestuhan sa rebound.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Well-timed curl under, got past a couple of defenders on a 2-on-the-ball situation for MJ De La Virgen, and Agent timed it. As soon as nakita niya nakatalikod yung depensa sa baba, had to give it up and he had to finish.
Chan Nermal and Rilwil Yambing together on the floor for Batangas City. Nermal against Josh Giab. Face-up jumper, Nermal, no good. Rebound, napulot ni Robbie Naive. Naive drives. Lot of contact. And he'll head to the line for 2 free throws.
That is what you like about Robbie Naive. No, he gets that rebound defensive. He can be the one to push that ball up front and make the decision. And really just shifts the defense altogether of their opponents. In this case, they were thinking Robbie Naive was going to find a free teammate, but now he's going to take it.
Itong free throw na ito, atid sa atin yan ng Extreme, ang subok. At kumpletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Just want to shout out, Stanton Banal is there. Former NCAA Rookie of the Year. Siyempre nanonood para kay Robbie si Hana Lirazan.
Oh, shout out din kay Coach Warren Capitan, who is not joining their team because I think he went on a procedure, so he's resting at home.
Okay.
Get well soon, Coach.
Speedy recovery, Coach Warren.
Yep.
Abdul Sawat drives. Jagged his pivot foot.
And so far, by the way it looks, Marilao is really forcing them to a defense that's called lock left when you're only allowed to go to that left side of the floor and figure out a way to score.
Pasturan bothered by Ino Comboy. Patrick Ramos against Red William Bing. Jimboy, pass to the outside. Pat Ramos. Silang dalawa nagpasahan. Malakas yung tres ni Pasturan. Meycauayan Marilao beginning to miss from the outside.
Staggered.
Sawat. Pasa kay Jan Nermal. Laban kay Robbie Naive. Double team comes. Comboy lost it at the corner.
Terrific defense by Meycauayan. Offering the help on that defense by Robbie Naive against Jan Nermal. Wanted to split that 2-on-the-ball situation. Spray it over to the corner to Ino, and Ino lost that touch.
Brix Ramos comes in. He will replace Vince Tolentino. So a bit of a smaller lineup right now for Meycauayan Marilao. Extreme ang subok at kumpletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Ramos against Yambing.
A lot of contend with that length of Rinwil.
To the post they go. Josh Giab banging bodies with Jan Nermal. Shot clock did not reset. Ramos takes it anyway and Nermal secures the board. Comboy drives baseline. No look pass. Mark Cruz turns around. Jumper trickles in.
This might be the best offensive season so far for Mark Cruz. And he's been very active as a part of the offensive schemes and the reads of Batangas. Turnover.
Relentless on the pursuit for the rebound was Ino Comboy. Comboy sumubok ulit sa tres. Yes!
Well, Meycauayan was thinking switch that time as habang parating. I think that was Mark Cruz or Rinwil Yambing and had to make a decision.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Kaya bang bawiin ni Josh Giab? Hindi. Got it back. Possession will stay with Meycauayan Marilao.
Well, this was that switch earlier. Oh, that was John Nermal. And you had to contend with two very good scorers, same side of the floor, and they had to make a decision, and just went up and took it.
Coach Cholo Villanueva wants to challenge that last foul call, or sorry, that last out of bounds play. Yellow light is on. So we'll be right back to find out the result of this challenge.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Call on the floor stays, ball possession for Meycauayan.
Successful challenge by Coach Cholo. So no more challenges the rest of the way, Coach Mike.
Yeah, they wanted to challenge that, and unfortunately, didn't turn out their way. That looked more side of Nermal than it was Josh.
Baseline inbound para sa Meycauayan Marilao. 11 seconds left on their shot clock. Apolonio is back in.
Corner exit.
Brix Ramos off the dribble.
Oh my.
Pasturan, open look. Meycauayan beginning to miss from the outside.
That's been the separation so far now here in the second quarter versus their performance in the first.
Seven threes missed.
And they are 1 out of 4 inside the paint.
Giab, nakalusot. Lays it in traffic.
Only the second made field goal inside the paint so far here in the second quarter for Marilao.
Comboy against Patrick Ramos. Ino drives. Gets it to Rin William Bing. Jumper over Brix Ramos is good.
Oh my goodness, Rin William Bing. The years that he's played, this is the most consistent number of shot attempts from the outside that he's done.
Kita mo yung ginagawa ngayon ng Batangas. The switches on defense, confusing itong Meycauayan.
At saka I don't think you're gaining any advantage with all these switches happening for Batangas. Unlike here, they had to stay around with Ino Comboy, forgetting about that backside completely for that free three by Rin William Bing.
He has come a long way, Rin William Bing.
And aren't you just happy for the guy, for how he's performed so far here in the Athletics?
Comboy working on Patrick Ramos. Ablaza hands it off to Cranial Viloria. Balik kay Seth Ablaza. 5 segundo sa shot clock. Cut by Comboy. Lays it in. What a sequence for Batangas City.
And the offense really just clicking for Batangas here in the second quarter. They trigger switches and shifts on the defense. That time a weak 45 cut by Ino Comboy on that free layup shot.
Woo! 2 points.
Bravo! Q10.
Twist of Fate, Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Dito lang sa Solarflix.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao.
William Bing against Quezon, 17.7 rebounds. And just a tremendous outing para sa kanya in what was the biggest win of the season for his team, Coach Mike.
Yeah, and pretty much, the way that he's contributed to that team, his length and his energy has given a lot of lift, especially nung switchable 5 ni Coach Cholo really spelled the difference.
AJ Miranda found the angle, kissing it off the glass and in. 36-32.
That time a little confusion on the defensive end on that drive by AJ Miranda.
Comboy nakawala. Challenging the defense of AJ Miranda. He scores plus the foul.
Comboy saw space, used that screen against AJ Miranda. He knew that there's going to be hit on that screen, and he went downhill and was off to the races. Did not need to spray it out the other end because he knew he had AJ Miranda beat.
Comboy, 9 points off the bench. It hasn't been an easy transition for him, but he has embraced the grind. Yambing goes up strong, but well defended that time by Meycauayan. Argente, may pektos pa doon sa layup na yun.
That combo really of AJ Miranda and Sean Arrente working wonders in games that they played.
Ablaza puts it up and puts it in. Pero tinamaan yata siya sa likod ng kanyang ulo. 40-34. Argente, the runner. Kanyal was fouled. Viciously shaken up pa rin si Seth Ablaza. Fast Break the Game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
And that is why it's very important for guys to be sprinting downhill because hindi pa nakaset up yung depensa nitong Batangas. You want to attack that very quick. Sean Argente did the right thing getting to the open spot.
John Ambuluto, pinasok na sa loob for Batangas City. Kanyal short on the first.
Si Miles Kanyal dumating sa Meycauayan mid-season na sa window na.
Sa window, tama.
Sa window,
galing Basilan yan eh.
And I felt that was a fit of a transition. Lalo na with, the edge that he brings, especially on the physicality side para dito sa Meycauayan.
Uni Larim making an appearance at the tail end of this period. Lalabas muna si Seth Ablaza. Meycauayan applying pressure on the backcourt. MANNY Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. Uni Larim barely crossing the timeline, pero naagawan ni AJ Miranda. AJ, no good. Blows the layup on a 2-on-1 situation. Yambing, catch and shoot 3. Book it! Biggest lead of the ball game at 8 points.
Oh, how about the three-point shot making of William Bing?
Argente can't convert. At may foul ay Pipito laban sa Meycauayan Marilao. Steal of the game brought to you by the Extreme Boom Free Waterproof Speaker. Unstoppable sound, ultimate power.
Well, good steal right there by AJ Miranda. Kaya lang yung layup niya doon, he blew it because that was a 2-on-1 situation. Wanted to finish with the left. Cranial Veloria staying home.
Ochea nagbaba ng bola, pasa kay Unil Arim. May pito laban kay Sean Argente. Argente with 3 fouls.
And it will get to a point that he really has to defend yung mga action na yan itong Batangas Athletics because he is he is gonna be put in situations na nagkakaroon ng switches.
Larim sablay yung unang free throw. This is a good size crowd. Pasok yung pangalawa. 44-35. Miranda pressured by the reigning, well, the Season 6 MPBL Defensive Player of the Year, and they come away with a steal. Larim, chance to go up by double figures. Batangas City feeding off this energy from the Batangas City Coliseum crowd. Yambing jump shot over Apreco, wala. Nakuha ni Argente yung rebound. That was a big stop by Meycauayan. Question is, can they convert on this end? Nakawala si Apolonio, he will score. Great read that time by Ajem. Karim. Not a good foul. Apolonio. They are in penalty. He was visibly frustrated by the lack of a call. He thought nung naka-score siya sa ilalim dahil may contact. Ito yun, no?
Oh, doon sa kabila, no, yung pagkapasa ni Argente. That might be a little bit marginal in my opinion.
Oo nga.
There was not a push. It was two bodies really just bumping on that block attempt.
Pasok unang free throw ni Larim. Two of three from the line. Naalala ko si Juanito Gregorio.
Bakit?
Hindi dun sa mintis, ha?
Saan?
Yung sa bigote.
Papa P. I'm sure he's watching, Papa P.
Baka busy.
Bakit naman?
Alam ko may coaching yata siya ngayon, eh.
Ah, talaga?
Ang alam ko, ha?
Okay.
Time winding down in the first half. Larim picks up a foul. Couple of fouls to give for Batangas City. Although I thought that was a little bit early dahil ang layo pa, eh. Nagmamadali si MJ. Nakuha pa. Larim from beyond half court. And that's gonna do it in the first half. An energetic crowd getting a treat. Two teams battling it out. Batangas City trying to defend home court. But a spirited effort by Meycauayan Marilao. They have kept it close. And this beautiful city in Batangas getting their money's worth. Dahil nga, maganda yung laban natin. Lamang ang Batangas City by 8.5 over Meycauayan, 45-37.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Back here at the Batangas City Coliseum for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Lyra Punsalan and we're now at the half of our main game between the Meycauayan Marilao Gems and the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. Let's have first Assistant Coach Dexter Rosales of Meycauayan. Coach, maganda ang pinapakita at energy ng team sa first half at nag-set na nga kayo ng at least 3 wins this month. Ano ang gusto nyong ipakita pagbalik sa second half?
Coming to tonight's game, no, with back-to-back loss, we always remind during practices and told the players na we need to bounce back. Not only in a win, but in being aggressiveness and yung effort. Kasi yun talaga yung nawala sa amin.
Coach, do you have any special greetings? Go ahead.
Of course, syempre, unang-una binabati, thank you to our bosses. Unang-una kay Mayor Attorney James C. of Marilao, Bulacan. Boss Cap Aya Saicon. Mayor Attorney Henry Villarica of Meycauayan, Bulacan. Boss Kaiser Galvez and yung family niya, Madam Grace Labrusca and Galvez. And we would like to thank our sponsors, Villarica Pawn Shop, Perea Moto District, Gemini C Foundation, and with our official outpost na XIB.
Maraming salamat, Assistant Coach Dexter Rosales of the Meycauayan Marilao Gems. Let's now have Assistant Team Manager Gilbert Alea of the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. Sir, maganda nga ang pinapakita ng both teams sa first half. Ano ang biggest adjustment na kailangan ng Batangas City to have control for the second half?
Well, they're shooting good in the perimeter. I think more than half of their points were coming from the three-point area. So we have to tighten up our defense, and they're a tough team. I think they're the 4th place team in the North. Hindi basta-basta team to, malakas ito. Lalo pat yung nasa North ay malalakas sa team. Being the 4th team is medyo tough one. So dapat yung second half namin mas tighten up sa defense, but mas ganda pa yung ball rotation.
May mga gusto pa po ba kayong pasalamatan?
Of course, I'd like to thank our Mayor Marvy, our number 1 supporter, Congressman Beverly, our team owners, Boss Lucio Tan III, Michael Tan. I'd like to greet my good friend, Master Sergeant Ricky Sasot, for his 30th birthday. Happy birthday, pare. My wife, Dr. Rose Alea, and the unsung heroes of Batangas City, the Office of the Discipline, Safety and Security Office. Mabuhay kayo lahat. At siyempre sa fans ng Batangas City na walang sawang nasuporta sa team. Mabuhay tayo.
Maraming salamat, Assistant Team Manager Gilbert Alea of the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. The MPBL will be back.
Alright mga kaliga, it's now time for the all-new Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge. At ngayon mas exciting na ang ating challenge dahil 2 players ang sabay na maglalaban sa ating court for our grand prize. Kaya kilalanin na natin ang ating challengers. Una, si Crescenciano Gagalak mula sa Batangas City. And also from Batangas City, si Joel Luneta. Okay, ready na ba kayo? Simple lang ang mechanics. You will be given 45 seconds to complete a driving layup, a free throw, a 3-point shot, and a half-court shot. Each attempt must be taken from the official Sports Plus floor markers. At ngayon sa ating bagong Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge, lahat ng participants panalo. Ang unang player na makakashoot mula sa half-court line ang mag-uwi ng 50,000 pesos. If the time is up and walang makakapag-shoot mula sa half-court, ang player na unang nakaabot sa pinakamalayong spot ay mag-uwi ng 2,000 pesos. Hindi naman uuwing luhaan ang isa pa nating participant dahil siya naman ay magkakaroon ng consolation prize na 1,000 pesos. Kaya sa bagong Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge, lahat ng kasali panalo. Alright, Crescenciano and Joel, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go! At unang nakakompleto ng layup si Crescenciano. Free throw shot. Ayan na. Let's go, Joel. Ayan na. Nakakompleto na ni Joel ang layup. Crescenciano, 3 points. Ito na, half-court shot. Let's go, Crescenciano. 20 seconds. Come on, Joel. Habol tayo. 10 seconds. Kaya lang napalayo yung bola ni Crescenciano. At nakakuha na ni Joel ang free throw. Patungo na siya sa 3-point line. And thank you very much sa ating mga participants. And congratulations to Crescenciano Gagalak dahil mag-uwi ka ng 2,000 pesos mula sa Sports Plus. And for Jovel Luneta, you will be going home with 1,000 pesos. Maraming salamat sa pagsali. And once again, that's our Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge. Hatid sa atin na Sports Plus, the official sportsbook partner of the MPBL.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Ang bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL sa husay ng bawat isa, sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat baya'y di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Batangas with an 8-point lead over Meycauayan at halftime, 45-37. Ken Pangilinan, Coach Mike Perez, and Lyra Punsalan. Coach Mike, itong Batangas, maganda yung simula. Meycauayan caught up, briefly took the lead. Batangas tried to pull away, but credit the Gems because they were able to prevent Batangas from taking a double-digit lead heading into the dugout.
Well, only because they've been, itong Meycauayan, they've been very consistent in making threes in the first quarter. No? Samantalang ito naman Batangas, recovery siguro yung pagkakabalik nila dun sa second quarter. Napakaganda nun. And that allowed them to have this separation of 8 points in the quarter. Offensive rebounding, definitely a story. We saw a lot of that from the side of Batangas. That's a +6 rather in that department, and more second chance opportunities. Samantalang inside points, clearly differentiator yung +4 para dito sa Batangas.
Ang bagay, offensive rebounds. 10 offensive rebounds for Batangas City. AJ Miranda leading the bench bump for Meycauayan Marilao, 7 points. Couple of threes from MJ De La Virgen. Sa panig naman ng Batangas, maganda yung balance in terms of scoring. Ino Comboy and Seta Plaza each with 9 points. John Nermal had 7. And Yambing had a couple of threes in the second quarter. And just want to greet happy birthday to Yoli Canicosa, the lovely mother of ating writer si Kim.
Kim, happy birthday to your mom. Napakalaking tulong niyan sa atin, sa ating mga pre-game, lalo na preparation para sa ating mga laro. Happy birthday to your mom.
Bola ng Meycauayan to begin the third quarter. MJ De La Virgen, Robbie Naive, Felix Aprecu, AJ Miranda, and Jeric Serrano. Same starting unit to begin this quarter for Batangas City. John Nermal grabs the rebound. Nermal sends it to Ablaza. Hands it off to Mark Olayon. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Viloria, wala. Rebound ni Tono Chea, hook shot, still no go. Naagaw ni Seta Plaza, bounce pass inside. Was caught airborne. Ito si Jeric Serrano.
So far, Batangas Athletics really very good at playing the passing lanes. But if there's one thing na magandang ginawa nitong Meycauayan in the first half, they had very good assist to turnover ratio. What it means is that they're getting more assists than that of turnovers, no? Dosing assist yung pinakita nila, samantalang ang turnovers nila is 3 lang. Conversely, para sa Batangas, they had more, turnovers committed in the first half. And so, pagpatuloy lang yung magandang sitwasyon na yan para sa Meycauayan, and sana bumalik yung kanilang magandang 3-point shooting in the first quarter. That should do them well here in the third.
First taste of a double-digit lead in this ball game for Batangas, 47-37. Double team comes, De La Virgen sends it to AJ Miranda against Dono Chea. AJ spins to the baseline. And one and done that time for Meycauayan Marilao. Bola babalik sa Batangas City.
Ramdam yung frustration ni AJ Miranda kasi as soon as he made that spin, he didn't see anyone else moving on the back end of the offense. And so he really had to take that off-balance shot para hindi lang mag-turnover. At least may chance ka makatira.
Oche ang nagbaba ng bola for Batangas City.
Very quick decision making by Batangas. The dribble handle got blown up and they went to another option.
No look. Nermal. Hard close out by Robin Ive. Turnaround jumper. Nermal can't get that one to fall. Running start for AJ Miranda pero nasundutan sa likod ni Craniel Viloria. Hindi sigurado kung sino ipapasahan, kung si Ulayon ba o si Nermal.
Miscommunication. Ang pakiramdam ko, si Craniel Viloria was expecting that lift from Marco Layon.
May balita tayo kay Lyra Punzalan.
Coach Jonathan Banal reminded Meycauayan to play together after Batangas caught fire from beyond the arc in the first half. The coaching staff wants better one-on-one defense, especially on the perimeter, while offensively they emphasize sharing the ball instead of forcing plays. Play the game the right way. If we attack the defense, marami ang malilibre, they said. With Batangas shooting well from 3, the challenge for the Gems is clear. Contest better, move the ball, and respond as a team in the second half. With July underway, the Gems have already set their target. Win at least 3 games of their 5 games this month. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. Pero ngayon, nagahihirapan sila na depensahan ng Batangas City. Those threes keep on coming. 6 of 13 from beyond the arc. Itong Batangas City Tanduay Athletics.
And that is something that you clearly want to defend on if you're Meycauayan. Run again here for Batangas.
Off a block, Nermal almost got it in. Troop to the line for 2 free throws. Steal of the game brought to you by the Extreme Boom Free Waterproof Speaker. Unstoppable sound, ultimate power.
Yeah, they get that steal, but it also matters what they do after that steal. Quickly, they try to get the open space. 2-on-2, walang problema yan. Aatakihin natin yan. So long as we have advantage on a downhill, they are gonna keep on getting to that paint touch.
Nermal missing the first. John Nermal, his wish is to end his basketball career dito na sa Batangas City, no?
Oh, really?
Oh.
No, why not? This is a cultured organization, you know, built a lot on a very good foundation.
Although bata pa naman siya, no? 32 years old. Pero nakikita niya yung sarili niya, no? Na sana ito na yung team na
final stop.
Oo, final stop niya sa MPBL. Naive trying to escape. Pasa kay Miranda. A second remaining on the shot clock. And they cannot convert. The stingy defense coming into play for Batangas City.
And if you're gonna read the rotations defensively of Batangas, clearly they switch everything. But if you're gonna try to get inside the paint, mas mahirap umiscore kasi karamihan sa kanila nandun.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph.
And so I guess what I'm saying is that in coaching trade-offs, we're willing to give up the threes, you know, instead of who's scoring inside the paint.
Nermal, 10 on the shot clock. Blocked by Robin Ive.
Ooh!
Hard fall, pero okay naman si Robbie.
That's a tough guy.
Alam mo bakit? Gawa sa bakal yun.
Para sa cyborg eh. That was a hard fall though.
Oh, yun, oh.
Oh my.
Parang wala lang.
Tough as nails. As I've covered him in his early college days ng mga preseason, ganun na talaga siya, no? As ng katawan.
Kahit siguro nakaakay sa likod si Hana Lirasan, ang problema yun.
Kaya-kaya, no?
De La Virgen. Pass to Apreco. Short. mananatili ang possession sa Meycauayan Marilao.
Boy, this is a 14-point lead. This is the biggest so far, I think, this game.
4 minutes gone by in the third. 14-point lead, 51-37. Jeric Serrano. Binigay kay MJ de la Virgen. Argente pulls the trigger and he hits it, plus the foul.
That is the second time that they have fouled a three-point shooter. And I'm looking right now at the coaching staff of Batangas. They're not liking it because they want to challenge three-point shots but not to foul them.
Three-point shot brought to you by Extreme Water-Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers. Clearly got hit on the arm or on the wrist.
Parang hindi pa tapos yung shot in that follow-through. Tinamaan pa rin eh.
Mintis yung free throw pero napulot ni Apreco. Yan yung isa sa nagiging problema ni Argente. He's a terrific three-point shooter but he's been struggling from the line this season.
Tsaka the very few times na he gets to the line because karamihan ng tira niya sa labas, no?
Nasa low 70% yan eh, si Sean Argente. MJ takes it and makes it from rainbow distance.
This is like playing at home. Inaway stare. Hindi mo masabing stare down kasi paangat yung tingin eh. Kay said.
Pero agad-agad nagtawanan din sila. Dati magkakampi to, matagal-tagal din, no?
Oo, tsaka
4 years.
Tsaka sa tagal na magkasama yan, ano na yan, parang brothers na yan eh. This is that shot fake. Yan yung tira ni MJ. Nagkatinginan pa eh.
You know, I really wonder what MJ is feeling facing off against his former team. I don't know if Lyra has a report on that one, but kasi isipin mo no, na 4 na taon siya dito. He's been part of those heartaches and the triumphs of Batangas. And he's been a prominent figure here and kilalang kilala siya ng mga tao dito.
Tsaka part siya ng building nito eh, no? Ng team ng Batangas. A little 101 here.
Apolonio could not finish through traffic. Oh! Basket will not count.
Are they gonna challenge this? If they've been aggressively saying that shot should count, my question is, are they gonna challenge it? Picked up that loose ball, went for that dribble. I didn't see kung saan yung pito eh. Yung moment ng pito yun ang maganda makita eh. Nice slip.
Apolonio's second time he's done that. He lays it in, plus the foul. An 8-0 run for Meycauayan. Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
And obviously, Nermal got lost on that switch. Somebody stayed home on that back pick.
Yeah.
To my understanding, switches sila on everything.
Tutusin, hindi nga tumama yung screen eh, pero that caused enough confusion.
Yeah.
Apolonio mintis yung free throw. A double foul between Don Ochea and Felix Apreco.
I don't know about you, Ken, but I feel this game is well officiated. And our officials understanding na mahirap yung laban na ito.
Well, this is an experienced group. Alan Manzano, Jerry Gabriel, Eric Robles. Fourth man nila ngayon, si Efren Aganan. Yung tatlong nasa loob mga na yan. Combined almost a century of experience na yan.
Oo nga.
Oh no, no. Behind the back. Masyadong malalim lang para kay Don Ochea. Meycauayan, an opportunity. De la Virgen steps into a free. Lista mo na. Lead down to 3, 51-48. How about MJ De La Vergen torching his former team with 12 points. Ochea off that Ablaza miss.
And somehow, yung momentum ng game slowly shifting to Marilao. But how about this 3 by MJ De La Vergen? 2 out of 2. He's got 4 3-pointers so far. 2 of them coming in the first half and a couple more here in the third. And Miles Cañal now going in for Meycauayan. Sedana gets a breather. Donna Che on the line.
Game of runs. Batangas had that 14-point lead earlier. 11 unanswered points by Meycauayan before that free throw make. MANNY Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. It's always challenging. You're on a high from your biggest win of the season. Then you go at home. Wala kang talo dito. Kalaban mo isang pupunan trying to prove themselves, Meycauayan. And Batangas, as expected, having a much harder time. And mind you, lahat ng kanilang home games, tinambakan nila yung mga kinalaban nila. Ilagan Isabela by 14. They beat Pasig City by 30 against Marikina. 17 points. Sarangani, they dealt them a 47-point beatdown. So this is their toughest homestand. A block. Look at this one being gobbled up by Miles Cañal. We have a timeout with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. Coach Cholo wants some answers. We'll be right back after this short break. Commissioner Emerson Oreta, Rudy Distrito. Bukas sa Pasay Astro po tayo, Abra versus Pasay at 8 p.m. And then on Saturday at the Caloocan Sports Complex, the Quezon Huskers take on the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu. But we have a good one tonight at the Batangas City Coliseum. 4-point lead, Batangas with a basketball, just 2 seconds left on their shot clock. Let's see what they drew up off that timeout. Oh, good play, Mark Cruz in the nick of time.
Always the master of baseline out of bounds play, Coach Cholo Villanueva. And the familiarity of the guys in his schemes really helps.
Forced shot by Argente, napulot yung kanya yung rebound, long free, MJ. May pito laban sa Batangas. Penalty na, magkabilang kupunan.
And that is the first missed 3 for this quarter from MJ De La Vergen. He went 2 out of 4 in the first half. He's now 2 out of 3 here in the third.
There are players na when they go up against their former team, may motivation factor, Coach Mike.
Yeah. Lalo na yung alam mong you were a good part of those tough years. The good ones and even yung mga hirap nung laro nila nilaban dito sa Batangas. But again, it goes back, Coach Cholo's always said it was a tough decision.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
In this third quarter, Ken, I think the key difference is this is looking once again like that first quarter performance of Meycauayan where they were hitting threes Meantime, for Batangas, they're not getting so much inside the paint because the defense has stepped up for Meycauayan. Good pass, good pull-up.
Mark Cruz with a jumper.
And again, going back to the principles of play, you know, Ino Comboy going on a downhill, brings in a couple of defenders, freeing up that elbow jumper for Mark Cruz.
Delavarin off that Kanyal pick. Apolonio stretches for the finger roll.
How valuable is that Gortat screen by Miles Kanyal, allowing that space for that finish. It's the little things that matter in games like this.
Meycauayan applying pressure. A foul. They bailed him out. Free throw coming up for Batangas City.
Yan ang trade-off if you're gonna be very aggressive defensively. And I think ang Batangas on their end of the defensive scheme, yan yung mga trade-offs eh. Okay na kami dyan, send kayo sa line, challenge natin yung free throw shooting nyo, but we are gonna make things very uncomfortable for you. If it matters have to be end to a foul, then we will take that.
Abdul Sawat puts in the first free throw.
Abdul Sawat clearly, you know, one of the recruits brought in this season that has been, you know, giving that level of advantage for the rotation of Coach Cholo. Because the guy has averaged roughly about 19 minutes per game. And his scoring might be below double digits, but it's the intangibles that he brings para dito sa athletics.
Cross-court pass, Patrick Ramos. Sumalaksak.
What
Out
a
of
shot.
contact, no whistle, but makes it anyway.
Literal, he just throws it and makes it.
Comboy. May ganap sa ilalim. Kanyal at Ambo.
I have been watching that matchup since I think second quarter. And those two clearly, hindi mo matatawaran yan, talagang ganyang klase maglaro yan. They love the physicality, they love to battle underneath. See this again right here. A little shoving and pushing. Lock arms. Oh yeah, iba na yun, yung mga latter part ng pumito na.
Actually, naisahan pa ni Ambo eh.
Oh. May bagsak eh, no? Na isa.
Challenge yan, ni Coach Tantan. We'll be back for the result of this one.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon.
I want to review the challenge was successful. There was
Successful
no
challenge.
foul. The call has been overturned. Offensive foul on number
Offensive
26,
foul pa
John
nangyari.
O kasi nga to your point, bumigay pa ng isa si ano eh, no?
Si Ambo.
Si Ambo,
Ayun.
yeah. Oh, yun eh.
May baon na siko. Approaching the 2-minute mark. of the third. 5-point lead. Double team comes. Kanyal, nakawala. Pero nawala rin sa kanya yung bola. Turnover against Meycauayan Marilao. Vince Tolentino back into the ball game. Tasked to guard Abdul Sawat.
Oh, that's another relentless defender right there in Vince.
Comboy. Tolentino, the show. Double team. They go to Abdul Sawat. Sawat, the runner. Labanan sa rebound. The Pasturan comes out of the pack. Mismatch. Pasturan can't escape the defense of Ambuluto. And he was forced into a traveling violation.
Yeah, clear, without doubt. That was a travel. He wanted to take advantage downhill against John Ambuluto, but in so doing, na-lift niya yung pivot foot niya. Look at how difficult they've made it for that inbound to happen para dito sa Batangas. Good defense, full court by Marilao.
Comboy.
Ganda nung help ni Vince.
Abdul Sawat against Patrick Ramos. Skip pass, Yambing. Jump shot from free. Rebound Abdul Sawat. Wala. Bola nakuha ni Pasturan. Gritty stand on defense that time by the Gems.
2-for-1 situation here.
Patrick Ramos. Crossover dribble. Foul against John Ambuluto on the floor pero penalty na anyway. So mabibigyan ng dalawang free throws si Jimboy.
And I like how the guards of Meycauayan are actually attacking yung depensa ni John Ambuluto. Lalo na if you already pulled him outside, that has to be positional advantage to your guards. So Ramos recognizes that and goes to the dribble, trying to attack and finish.
Ramos missing his first.
He's one of those players that almost half of his field goal attempts have actually ended in free throws. Only because he loves attacking the paint.
Shoutout ko lang, mabilis. Si Boss Kaiser Galvez nanonood.
Oo nga. Natuwang-tuwa kay Miles Kanyal sa effort niya.
Si Miles Kanyal kasi, pagkakampi mo, matutuwa ka.
Pero pagkalaban mo, inis ka eh, no? Pagka na lang mabibikon.
Abdul Sawat being pressured. Oh!
Sayang that effort of Vince. He's actually doing a good job of defending perimeter. You know, pinahihirapan niya on a hard show. That time, Mark Cruz was trying to show.
Kaya nakakapit
yung kapit niya eh. That time yung kapit, definitely that's a foul. Pero kanina yung hard show niya sa mga dribble ni Ino Combo and on the ball situation, he has made it tough for him.
Mark Cruz sinks in the first. Was Gene Alabanza and Gilbert Alea.
Mark Cruz, surprisingly, is one of their solid scorers, averaging close to 8 points per game, and one of their leaders when it comes to rebounds, close to 6.
60-53. 7-point lead. Last shot time para sa Meycauayan Marilao. Pressure by Batangas.
Super extended yung defense ng Batangas. They don't want any easy shot attempts.
Meycauayan spreading the floor. Yambing turning back that shot by Miranda. And that concludes the third quarter.
And that is something that Meycauayan has to contend with all game long. Lengthy, switchable, 5 players, everyone for Batangas.
MJ De La Berhendo waxed hot in the third period, hitting that three-pointer. Pero Batangas City nag-threaten na lumayo. They were ahead by 14. But the Gems just sticking with them. And maganda kanilang pinakita na ibaba nila yung lamang but to 7 points heading into the fourth, 60-53.
Labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph.
Well, Ken, one thing that was clearly an advantage to Batangas as we headed into the halftime break was really the percent of offensive rebounds that they were able to, claim in the first half. 45% of the available offensive rebound they got, but come the third quarter, that number is almost even out only because maganda yung effort nitong Meycauayan to crash the offensive board. This time, very close na yung difference niyan, 38 and 36% respectively.
Quarter scoring natin, lumayo yung Batangas no second quarter pero dikit naman tayo sa third. Yambing with another block. And they come away with a steal. Gomboy ahead, lays it in with his left hand.
And that's the kind of basketball that I'm sure Coach Cholo wants to see to start the fourth quarter. A lot more intensity on the defensive end and convert those turnovers into score on their side of the floor. Boy, the deflections though.
William Bing all over the place. Long three-point shot. Argente, wala. Another rebound by Mark Cruz. Quietly, he has 12 points and 7 rebounds.
I thought Sean Argente had no other option that time but really to take that shot.
Comboy. Laban kay Argente.
Oh, that's a foul.
Bagsak si Mark Olayon o si Abdul Sawat
Si Abdul
pala.
Sawat. Well, they wanted to go to a horns play where it was first a high-low intention for Abdul Sawat. But if that happens not to be available, they will go on that flex action where you cross-screen that big, which happens to be John Ambulutu, to go to the weak side. In so doing, yan ang nangyari, nagkaroon ng foul.
I-review ng ating game officials kung possible upgrade to an unsportsmanlike foul. Ano naman? Incidental contact naman. Miles Kanyal, he plays rough.
Hindi yan Miles Kanyal kung hindi ganun. That pretty much has been his character. And I'd like to think that is one of the reasons why Meycauayan got him.
Baseline inbound for Batangas City. Abdul Sawat, John Ambuluto, Mark Cruz, Ino Comboy, and William Bing. Show by Tolentino. Abdul Sawat off the dribble. Miranda in front of him, forcing him into a tough shot. At merong foul laban sa Batangas City.
That's gonna be on John Ambuluto.
Nasa loob naman for Meycauayan Marilao, they have AJ Miranda, Jimboy Pasturan, Sean Argente, Vince Tolentino, and Felix Aprecu. By the way, shout out to Gianna Lianes. Nanonood, no? Pinapanood si Vince, si Tony. At syempre, ang birthday celebrant nila si Celine. Belated happy birthday kay Celine. Miranda on the right side against Abdul Sawat. Argente, that slight opening, takes the three. Can't make it though. Vince Tolentino, the offensive rebound. No-look pass to Pasturan. Sa loob, Aprecu. Oh,
wild pass.
Too high. Ito yung dilema ngayon if you're Meycauayan, having two non-shooting bigs on the floor.
Right. Well, There's a third quarter naging challenge sa Meycauayan was really shot making except for the 3-point shot makes and even the free throws where they were only 1 out of 6. Samantalang itong Batangas, they did so well in the third quarter from the free throws, 8 of 10, which gives them 80%. Doon karamihan yung putos ng galing nila sa third quarter.
3-point shot, Comboy. Bagsak si Apreco at si Ambuluto.
These guys definitely understand their role on the team. Just trying to be stars on their role. Physicality, offensive rebounding, defending inside the paint, making it difficult for the other guys. That's why these two men are here.
Sabay bumagsak.
Parang wala naman tumama sa
May nangyari na ba na sabay silang na-warningan for faking a foul?
Parang wala
nangyari na ba yun?
Parang wala pa. In the games that I've covered, I don't think that has ever happened yet.
Although may contact yun
Meron, oo. Pero walang tumama doon sa mukha.
Oh, yun lang
diba? Kasi yung iniinda nila yung mukha kanina.
2 minutes gone by, 9-point lead. And as expected, two teams battling it out, not giving an inch. Meycauayan obviously has something to prove.
Yeah.
Na kaya nilang makipag-compete sa mga elite teams in the MPBL. Yun yung gusto nilang patunayan. Batangas City, meanwhile, with this new lineup of theirs, they've shown that against Quezon na when push comes to shove, they could deliver. But this is a totally different challenge for them because Meycauayan not backing down one bit.
At saka yung mga ganitong klase ng game, Ken, na alam mo yun, yung shot quality hindi ganun kadali, a lot of turnovers, dun yung mga magagandang mga looks, yung mga fouls na ganyan. These are, in my opinion, more favorable for Batangas.
Homeboy, malakas. And Tolentino just letting that ball sail out of bounds.
Kaya very important, Ken, para dito sa Meycauayan na patuloy to play with a lot of composure. Make your shots from the outside. If you get set to the line, make your free throws. Because that is going to happen. You will get fouled, you will get to the line, but you gotta make them.
Open look, De La Vergen. Will they count it?
There's a foul away.
Parang counted yun.
Yeah, that should count. So if this counts, this will be 2 free throws extra, right?
Oo. Tapos, kung unsportsmanlike foul pa yun, ball possession, ayun.
Right.
Yung swing ni Yambing dun sa likod ni Vince Tolentino.
And you're liking this kind of players. Vince, Miles, Apreco, John Ambuluto, Mark Cruz. These guys are tough as nails.
So they count that free by MJ De La Vergen. He's up to 15 points. And then an unsportsmanlike foul on Rinwell Yambing. So that's gonna be 2 free throws plus ball possession. So a potential 7 to 8 point swing. Assuming Vince makes both free throws.
And I'm going back to what I mentioned earlier. You are, one, definitely gonna get trips to the line if you're playing Batangas. 2, but you have to make your shots.
Vince coming out empty though.
You remember that game against Quezon where they were 1 out of 14 itong Batangas in the field goals in the fourth quarter? Well, Quezon missed free throws that could have turned the tide in their favor. So that is the value of making free throws against Batangas.
Those long arms. Yambing deflecting that Miranda pass, forcing a steal. Abdul Sawat. Pasa sa loob. Miranda rejects it from behind.
Good rejection by Ajem.
De La Vergen. Balik kay Ajem. Launches. Not even close. Ang Puluto the rebound. Batangas wants to settle it down. Up by 6. 3 minutes gone by in the fourth. Homeboy gets it back.
Switch.
4 seconds left. Travel.
Ooh.
Drag his pivot foot. Coach Tantan Manal wants to talk things over.
I'm not so sure about that. I thought he had his pivot foot planted.
Don't miss the newest Turkish drama to hit Philippine screens, Twist of Fate, weeknights at 8 on Solar Flix. Seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DDT Channel 21 in Metro Manila. Happy to have you with us here, live from the Batangas City Coliseum, where we have a tight contest between Meycauayan and Batangas City. Meycauayan with a basketball, down by 6. De La Virgen swings it. Argente over ang Buluto. Wala. Labanan sa rebound. Napunta kay Comboy. May pito laban sa Meycauayan Marilao.
And every time you take a shot from the outside, those gang rebounders of Batangas are getting ready to secure a defensive rebound. Which is kind of like how they treat as well sa side nila. No? Kung may titira na kakampi nila sa 3 points, they are also getting ready to crash those boards.
Comboy against MJ. Ino swings it to the other side. Yambing. Jumper over Yambing. Halfway down and out. The Gems dodging a bullet.
Oh, yes, they did.
Nagtitimon si MJ De La Virgen.
Switch.
Pasa kay Apolonio off the dribble. Jason Apolonio. Tough angle. Bagsak si Mark Cruz. Serrano also in the fray. And a foul against Batangas City. Pushing foul against Rinyel Yambing.
You like the battle for the 50-50 ball. Everybody understanding the value of possession, especially in a close game like this. In Marilao, Meycauayan wants to get that ball because they want to run stuff on their end. Matalang ito namang Batangas, they want to trigger, more activity on their end of the floor. It's good.
Diretso pero malakas. Comboy slowing things down. Takes the three and makes it. How about that from Ino Comboy?
Like what we mentioned, top of the coverage. Not really your primary scorer, a role player that spots up from the outside, and when he gets hot, he's deadly.
Siyam na ang lamang ng Batangas City. How will Meycauayan Marilao respond?
That's a push.
Serrano got caught warding off. Yambing sliding his feet, draws the charge.
Yan yung mahirap rin eh. I see this play right here. Tumama yung screen, hard hedge, hard show. Apreco tried to recover, but it was off to that release for Ino Comboy, who's comfortable. That wing arc 3.
Exactly at the halfway point of the fourth. Still a long way to go.
Yeah, agree.
At
Tsaka the rate that they've been shooting threes, still in this.
Comboy nagmadali that time. How about William Bing? Just breaking up that play, what could have been a transition opportunity.
How about that effort by William Bing?
Only has 6 points, a couple of frees, but 3 steals and 3 blocks. Counter steal though by Meycauayan Marilao. Knife blocked from behind by William Bing.
I tell you, the intangibles that William Bing brings, he definitely had it from behind. He was way behind that play, but he came in and swatted that shot.
A timeout by Meycauayan, down by 9, 65-56. All right. The crowd of Batangas City, all smiles, loving the effort on both sides of the floor nitong kanilang kupunan, defending their turf for a 5th time, 4-0 here in this venue.
And who would not? Tuwing punta natin dito yung mga hometown crowd ng Batangas, really always in full love of their team. Wow!
Another block this time from Ino Comboy.
My goodness. Batangas has a total of 6 blocks already in this game, 8 steals.
They have formed a fortress here at the Batangas City Coliseum. Yambin deflecting it. MJ. 3-point shot, wala. Got it back, De La Vergen. The finger roll is good. 17 points for the former Batangas City player.
When Ampuluto is hurt after that long closeout earlier.
Ang hinahawakan niya yung kanyang ankle ba?
O yung kaliwa.
So kailangan siyang paltan dito.
Jonas played close to 11 minutes, 3 rebounds. And yung mga intangibles na binibigay niya, ayun yun, no?
Ayun, medyo awkward yung landing. Kasi layo ng pinanggalingan niya, challenge niya yung tira ni MJ.
Gusto niyang bumalik eh.
$65-58. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left. Ino Comboy has carried the scoring load for Batangas City with 14 points. Pasa kay Mark Cruz, crossing the timeline. Yambing for free. He hits it from downtown.
Oh my. 4th quarter, William Bing. Is that 3 blocks here in this quarter? He got that 3 as well. Oh my goodness.
Those deflections by Batangas City, they're just all over the place, Coach Mike.
Correct. Every passing lane, you see a hand in there trying to, get a deflection. Not to get a steal, even just a deflection. They're fine with that.
They're just a nightmare to deal with defensively. MANNY Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. Pasa sa loob. Punta sa labas. Naive, open look.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Well, that is an important three right there from Robbie Naive.
Yun naman ang kailangan mong gawin if you're Meycauayan.
Correct.
Move that defense around from Batangas City.
Correct. Because literally, it's the three-point shot. That's the only shot that they are allowing to take. You're not going to be free, but at least you have good space.
Comboy, pasa kay Mark Cruz. Jumper, book it.
Mark Cruz has been so efficient here. He's 6 of 8 from the field.
Simple offense, but very effective. De La Virgen, Serrano lines it up. Malakas. Bonoche at the rebound.
Now, you can't be frustrated with those missed threes now if you're Meycauayan. You got to stay in there, defend your end of the floor, and then if you get a possession, try to find an open man.
How about the luxury of Coach Cholo Villanueva? John Nermal not on the floor, but the other guys have stepped up. Reina Viloria, Mintes. De La Virgen on the run. Lurking is William Bing again. That's block number 5 from William Bing.
Boy, this defense of Batangas. You don't know where they're coming from. You know, MJ De La Virgen thought he had all three against Ino Comboy, but in comes from behind William Bing. Parang ano to no? Si MANNY, hindi mo na alam kung saan nagagaling yung suntok no? Parang gano'n.
Magandang analogy yan.
Oh, di ba? Akala mo libre ka na, tapos meron palang block sa likod.
De La Virgen, 7 segundo sa shot clock. Apreku providing the screen. Same spot. Masyadong malakas sa pagkakataon na yon para kay Robbie Naive.
Now, that might have been a 3-point shot attempt for Marilao, pero gusto yan ng Batangas.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Steal by Meycauayan. They still have a chance here. Naive. Masaya Polonio. Naive. Right wing free. Bagsak si Yambing sa ilalim.
Pero Ken, nakikita mo yung si William Bing is obviously hurt. But you go back to that play where Robbie Naive was free. Because of yung depensa ng Batangas, you are forced to rush shots, even an open three. See this once again. Underneath, Rinwil against Flicks. Oh yeah, that's definitely a foul. Might be upgraded even.
Parang sakto dun sa kaliwang mata siya tinamaan. Penalty ng Meycauayan. So Yambing will shoot 2 free throws. You know, I remember Lyra's report earlier in the season. Siguro a few weeks after that game against Cebu. Alam naman natin yung nangyari doon. Pero simula nun, pinipilahan daw siya ng mga tao dito sa Batangas City. He has become a fan favorite here. And itong free throw na ito, sa atin na extreme. Ang subok at Completo Appliances brand ng Pilipinas. He has took that adversity he dealt with in stride. And boy, he has turned out to be a fine, complete, all-around player for Coach Cholo. We have a timeout, 71-61, Batangas. Bukas, maglalaro sa Pasay Astrodome ang Pasay Voyagers. Makakalaban nila ang reigning and defending champions, the Abra Solidor Weavers. On Saturday, kita-kita po tayo dyan. Quezon Huskers take on the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu.
Alam mo Ken, napakaraming fans ng Batangas ang nanonood ngayon. And isingit ko lang ito, alam ko nasa US to, si AJ Mondragon, who is from Batangas. He's saying, ganda ng laban ng aming mga Batanggenyo. Happy viewing to you, AJ. At sa pinsan mong si Ron Kenneth Pamatpat. Pamatmat pala, sorry.
10-point lead. Gems. Not a lot of time left this time. They need to move quick. Apolonio against Don Ochea. MJ, slight opening. Straight, but too strong. Had a good look though.
At muli, if you're gonna look at the pattern of how Batangas plays the three-point shot attempts, they are gonna allow you to take that. But you have to make it, because if not, long rebounds results in their possession.
Mark Cruz, naitawid. They will burn some time off the clock. Viloria against MJ de la Virgen. 5 on their shot clock. Graniel rising up for the jumper. Abdul Sawat, perhaps the finishing touches to this hard-earned victory para dito sa Batangas City, Coach Mike.
What's that line by Al Pacino in the movie Any Given Sunday? Life's a game of inches. And that is what Batangas has shown so far. That little inch where you get a fingernail, a finger touch on that ball to either get a deflection or result in an offensive rebound. That is so much that they've gotten to so far in this game.
Make no mistake about it though, Meycauayan Marilao, this was a valiant effort from them.
Oh yeah.
But looks like they will fall short once again. Halos ganyan din yung nangyari sa Mindoro when they went up against Binyan. They were down by 17. Nakahabol, they got to within single digits.
In the best quarters that they played really were the quarters where they shot the ball well from 3. And I'm speaking of the first quarter and the third quarter. Matter of fact, one can say if they made their other free throws that they missed, because they were 1 out of 6 in the third quarter from the line, this would have been a much closer game.
De la Virgen, susubok pa din, short. MJ, pass to the outside, Apolonio. Clean look, wala din. And that's gonna do it. Batangas City will roll through with another victory. And that's gonna be 10 straight wins for Batangas. 5-0 at home. And Coach Jolo Villanueva and the rest of his boys with a magnificent performance against a very game Meycauayan Marilao Gem squad, Coach Mike.
They've always talked about trusting the process and not worrying about the results. You know, in this game, clearly you saw that composure of Batangas once again. Second game in a row that it was a tough outing. Marilao gave them a good fight. Marilao did their best in the first quarter. They were waxing hot from 3, but you know, just good overall game, especially from this young man right here, Rin William Bing.
Our best player of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. 10 points, but what about the impact on the other side of the floor, Coach Mike?
Yeah, yung 3 steals and 5 blocks. I think he had 4 in the fourth quarter, and those were big turnarounds in favor of Batangas.
Final score po natin, 61 for Meycauayan, 75 for the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. And Rinwil is standing by with Lyra.
Rinwil, congratulations! 10-game winning streak na kayo at back-to-back best player ka pa. Maliban sa paulan ng tres, bumawi ka rin sa blocks and steals. A true all-around player. Parang napakadali ng basketball sa'yo lately. Kwento mo naman yung kumpiyansang nahanap mo ngayon sa Batangas.
Una-una, nagpapasalamat ko kay Lord sa binigyan niya panalo. Kinuha namin kumpiyansa namin yung pagkapanalo namin last game. Thank you din, credit din sa mga coaches, mga teammates na laging sumusuporta.
And maraming players din nga ang nag-step up sa Batangas City. Sunod-sunod na rin ang important wins ninyo. Ano ang masasabi mong identity ng Batangas ngayon?
Una, papasalamat ako sa
mga taga Batangas na walang sawang sumusuporta. At thank you sa pagpunta at para sa inyo to yung panalo namin ngayon.
May mga gusto ka pa bang pasalamatan?
Nagpapasalamat ako kay Lucio Tan III, Kyle Tan, Mayor Marvin Marino, Congresswoman Beverly Di Meycauayan, Gary Ong, Bini Andonio, mga taga Batangas na sumuporta ngayon dito. Maraming salamat. At binabati ko yung family ko sa Leyte, sa Iligan, Papa Wilfredo, Mama Catherine, yung mga pamangkin ko, si Kiran, si Khalil, si Juan Gerald, Claudine at Jerel. Maraming salamat. Binabati ko yung kontrabandos kay Boss GR, kay Tia Claudia at kay Kuya Baban.
A fan favorite, congratulations Rin William Bing of the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. And Batangas City continues their winning ways dito sa ating MPBL season. And tomorrow, we will be at the Pasay Astrodome. First game between Gensan and Imus, followed by Bacolod versus Ilagan Isabela. And then, the Abra Solid North Weavers will take on the Pasay Voyagers. That's gonna do it for coverage tonight from Batangas City. On behalf of Coach Mike Perez, Ms. Lyra Punsalan, and our entire crew, ako po si Ken Panglinan. Maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik at pagsubaybay sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.